How you doing, lads? Especially lads from the Ludlow Flytying Club. This is take two. I actually halfway through the video and memory card went full. So anyone watching, this is the fly for the competition. You'll see it on the Facebook pages and WhatsApp groups. So first of all, what am I tying? It is an Irish wet Mayfly, and I'm using Chartressue 12-0. You can use 8-0. I just getting so used to Semperfli's 12-0. I kind of getting accustomed to it. Right, starting off your basic, just tying in your thread and locking it in. Twist the bobbin holder, flatten out the thread. Just makes it a lot easier to get down to the bottom or to the end of the hook. Doesn't really have to be touching turns as long as it's a little bit on the tight side. Right, pheasant tail, about 6 fibres. You can see it there. I do snip them off. And what I like to do is like to just roll these in my fingers. And just fibres just go everywhere then. It's just not, I just like more movement. Right, length of the tail is roughly hook and a half length. Again, it's up to your own preference. Right, open turns the whole way up. I'm going to do this very quick. Right, tie in all the rest of that and come back down the body. Right. For the rib, I'm using Semperfli's Fluoro Red Brite number 4. Lads, you can use whatever you want. I just have everything Semperfli and then with Semperfli as well. Okay, just pull that in place. Dubbing is golden olive. Again, I'm using Semperfli's Semperseal. I'm actually getting ready for a 2-day event in Enniskillen as well, so this just gives me a bit more time. When you're taking out the Semperseal, it's actually very long, very stringy. So what I do is I just tear it in half. It doesn't take much, and it's very easy to dub onto your wax thread. And just a couple of turns at the back there, touching turns up. I think it's around 6 o'clock now, so I have about an hour to get ready and put this up. I'll sit down and watch. I think Gavin is on tonight. There you go. Seeing this material is very flashy as well. You can actually get your Velcro brush and tease it out. It'll actually bring a bit more life to it. Now where's mine? Mine's Velcro is actually broken away from the stick, so I'll just do it by hand. See, like that, you can just brush it brushes out. Okay, my body hackle is golden olive. This actually belongs to Lawrence Feeney. I have it that long, but I only use it for my own patterns. Nice, one turn in front. You don't really have to. You can just bring it straight down if you want to, and then open turns on the way down. Like that in place with the Fluoro Brite, and then every turn then locks in a turn of a hackle. I'm a little bit of a mess of that there now. There you go, that's a lot better. Bring it up, 3 turns, just cut that off and lock everything in place. your hackle here, I often see people cutting it or pulling it off, even with using wire. Just use your scissors, good quality scissors will cover that. Right, first hackle is CDC. I'm using the qualities of the CDC that it traps air in its bars, in the hooks, and that will, when the fly is being pulled along in the water, that air bubbles are being left behind. And fish are nosy, they will come up and they will have a look. Cut off that bit. You can fold that back if you want, but I know that this thread is good and strong. It will hold it. So fold everything back like so. 2 turns. Look at that. Not the curse. Right. Fold that back. Right. Do this right. I'm actually probably going too fast now. But you can actually pause this and go through step by step. That's 1 turn. And that's my 2nd turn. Okay. Pull everything out. Thread up to it. Bit of force on the thread. Go 90 degrees to the thread and bring your thread forward. Tight. 3 wraps of that. Cut it off. That. And lock everything in place. Right, next up, French partridge. You see that, trying to do this. Right, I haven't done this in a long time. Let's start at it again. Okay, rip everything off. Now, there's a couple of ways. I think in the WhatsApp I said how you can grab it by the tip like this, yeah, and stroke everything back. Right. Like this. Yeah, and pull everything back like so. Yeah, it's like a shape of a Christmas tree. Then, what I do, still holding the tip here, trying to get this right now. Holding the tip there, and then get the stalk on this side, and then just push it down. Yeah. So what you're doing is that you're fracturing the bards from the stem. I know there's another name to that there, but we're not going to that. So bring it up like that, and bring your thread forward. Now this time I'm going to bring this west tip back, and that'll hold everything in place. Like if you're going to do that, you're going to have to bring the thread to, close to the eye. The reason you do that, then you don't get a bump here and a bit of a slope. So seeing that I have all that done. Right, there's also another tool. This is a Swiss CDC tool, and this little fork here, or this little point here, you can put that in there and just pull it up, and that'll cause a fracture as well. Like so. Right, so bring it up. Keep everything back. See how everything has been held back. It's so simple when you do this. First of all, it will take time. So that's 1 and that's 2. Usually I go 3 turns on patterns, but I'm going to finish off in 1 more turn, because this is actually very light. This least turns, the better. Your fly will actually swim better in the water. I'm using Norvice as well. Not many people use it in this size, but it is actually a quality vice. Right, lock everything in place. Yes, I can get a little bump here underneath. So you can see what I'm doing there straight away. Right, last but not least, it's English partridge. All these have been dyed by me, so I just buy it naturally. See, so like that. And same principle again, is that you would get, I actually lost my Hackle pliers in the BFFI, so I'm using this. This is a C&F, I think it is. If you're thinking of buying them, don't. Not much good. Don't actually grip the materials. The old ones I do find is the best, the ones you get about 15-16 years ago. So, same principle again, tie in at the tip 3 times, bring it down, get your tip and bring your thread back to the start. Okay, right. And your tip there now. When you're rushing the things, it doesn't help, so you take your time. I'm going to get my Swiss tool and I'm going to do a little bit of cheating because the material is so light and I can't find my Hackle pliers. See how it does that, so simple and easy. Right. Hackle pliers then, just to extend the whole work, brush everything back. You only really need 2 turns, it's just giving you a little bit of the black coming through. Partridge was used in all materials years ago. Okay, bring the thread back, same principle, bring it up, good firm hold of it, bring that to 90 degrees, like that, and cut it off. You can also double it back so it doesn't come apart. Bed all that back. Get a nice shape to your head, and try and have your thread at least straight. You will see a lot of flies, and the thread is kind of sloping away from. Like so. Nice finish there. You can use a whip tool finish. I'll tell you a little story. When I was doing my Gaia with Lawrence Feeney years ago, I was using the whip tool finish and he took it off me and he fired it somewhere in the corner. He said, "You're using your fingers anymore." So since then I've been using my fingers. And that's it. Complete. And as the great man used to say, happy rappings. See you again. Hopefully I'll see you 7 o'clock for the thing. For Gavin's flight time. Right. Good night, people.